Hey everyone, welcome back to another Elden Ring video. I hope that everybody is having an absolutely fantastic day, and I hope that you guys are enjoying playing Elden Ring as well. But in today's video, I want to go over some of my favorite incantations that I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and try. I'm going to go over each of them individually. We're going to go over like the cost and what is needed to actually go ahead and wield some of these incantations. And then we're going to go ahead and go over like what they're used for and how I use them. And then I'm going to show you where you can find them as well. So we got a lot to cover in this video. But if you guys do enjoy these types of videos, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It helps me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And if one of your favorite incantations aren't on this list, then make sure that you go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know what it is, where you guys can get it, and why you like it. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into it. We're just going to take a look at what the incantations I'm currently using here. I do have 7 memory slots, and I don't really know if I want any more memory slots than this, just because I feel like getting through some of these is kind of a pain in the butt. But my first 3 on this list are all lightning based, and I do use the gravel seal, which can be found in the capital. And that actually boosts the dragon cult, which are going to be these 3, which is the lightning ones. So that's why I'm specifically using that gravel seal. So the frozen lightning, it does require faith of 34 and a cost of 36 FP, so it is a little bit expensive. We've got the lightning strike, 28 for a faith, and then 21 FP cost. And then probably my go-to out of anyone that is on this entire list is going to be my lightning spear. If I were to start this game over right away from the very beginning of the game, this would be the first thing that I would go and get, and I would give myself a faith of 17 right away, just because I use it that often. We have Rotten Breath, faith of 15, and then arcane of 12, a FP cost of 36. And then we have a Lord's Heal, which this one you can't really get until the, I don't want to say late game, but it's in the capital area, and there are other heal ones. So this one is extremely very costly. It's a FP cost of 55. You only need a faith of 20, which isn't terrible, but there are other ones. But with how much vigor I have, I do like this one, because if I, for whatever reason, run out of health heal flasks, then I can always use this as a backup. And honestly, I have this one in here for my mimic tier, and it seems to do pretty good and helps him out quite a bit. We've got the Flame of Frenzy, a faith of 16 and an FP cost of 16. And then we got Fire's Deadly Sin with a faith of 19 and an FP cost of 26. Now, this one is very much a cheese of whatever you really want to do. And yes, I do use it. It's fun to use. And honestly, you got to do it from time to time. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I've used this. And I've played a few times with a couple friends of mine, and we have a blast with Fire's Deadly Sin. And honestly, I like playing as like an angel of death, and setting yourself ablaze definitely like sets that mood. So anyway, let's go ahead and kind of show you guys each and every single one of these spells. I might have to run back to the Grace site from time to time, but we'll do our best here. And we're going to go ahead and start with the Frozen Lightning Spear. Now, this guy will probably come after me pretty much right away, but he might not actually get the full of it. There we go. But yeah, just pretty much takes out that guy with almost 1,000 damage, which is pretty incredible. We have Lightning Strike, so I'll do it on this one. This one actually is a burst. And yeah, there we go. That's pretty nice. And the cast is actually pretty decent, but I am using one of the casts that allows it to shorten the time as far as one of my talisman. And then let's go with the spear. Obviously, we got this one. This one is a nice quick one. It does a lot of damage. And just because I am using that gravel seal, it does help out quite a bit. And it is very fast. And it even goes through some of the swords and shields from time to time, which is pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and quickly just reset this and then come back. And the next one that we have on our list is going to be Rotten Breath. I do like this one. It does a lot of tick damage on enemies, especially bigger ones, but yeah, it will pretty much take out these smaller ones relatively quickly. Now, the only bad thing is if you hold it down, you will very much run out of your FP and your magic very, very, very quickly. So yeah, there's that. Plus, you're gonna attract a lot of attention to yourself, so, and you might not always want that. We obviously have the heal. This is a long, like, casting time, but the nice thing is it has a little bit of a circle, and if you have an ally and you're playing with somebody, then if they're in that circle, they'll get healed massively as well. All right, buddy, what are you gonna do? All right, we're gonna use the Flame of Frenzy. Now, this one is better with, like, a group of people. Let's actually get this guy to blow his horn. We're gonna toot his horn here. Come on, buddy. Call everybody. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. No. All right. Is everybody coming? All right, cool. Everybody's here. There we go. Now, I like using the Flame of Frenzy just because, well, it hasn't... It can take out a lot of enemies relatively close to you. You can hold down the charge and it will do more damage. But it's nice to just kind of back some of the enemies off of you if needed. And then what I like to do is, you know, just kind of run away quickly and then just do a nice little quick spear if I need to. The spear does so much damage and I absolutely love it. Now, Fire's Deadly Sin. Now, this one is a very, very interesting, and this one deserves its own run of these enemies. Okay, so we've got Fire's Deadly Sin. So what you got to do is, obviously this is going to be effective with the Erdtree shield or whatever it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves on fire. And I love, like, the Angel of Death, like that this does here. And then we can literally just start blasting. I mean, it does so much damage. Like, even like when this guy's trying to block, yeah, it's just crazy. Let's get this guy to alert everybody. Cool. Nice. And the nice thing about this shield too is, like, when you have it equipped, you can actually block at the same time you're using it. So it makes it really handy to do it. It lasts, you know, that long, and then you got to reset yourself on fire, so you have to put your shield down, set yourself on fire again, and then if anybody gets close to you, they will burn, and then you can just run towards them again and do this. This thing works really, really well against bosses. However, I really do think that the Rotten Breath is way more consistent when it comes to just wanting to do a ton of damage, just because it has a lot more tick damage where you have to keep firing this in order to do this. Now, the nice thing about having the Fire's Deadly Sin and the shield is there's the initial FP cost, then there's no FP cost after that. Plus you have a shield, so now you can block at the exact same time if needed, which is absolutely fantastic. But anyway, let's get into where you guys can go and find all of these incantations. Starting with the Lord's Heal, you can actually find it in this area right here, and it's going to be the Two Fingers prayer book. So you have to get the prayer book and take it back to the brother, either at the Round Table Hold, or you can take it over to the Church of Vows located right here, and then you can turn it into the turtle, and then it's a spell that you'll learn that way. So you have to pay a little bit of runes in order to get that one. Now, the shield and Fire's Deadly Sins, you can actually get that right outside of the capital. You do have to fight 2 tree sentinels right here from this grace site to get the shield, and then in order to get the Fire's Deadly Sins, it's actually going to be located up here. Now, this place is really, really creepy, in my opinion. There is going to be an apostle fight up there as well, but you do have to discover a painting, and I cannot remember for the life of me where that painting is actually located at, but it is somewhere in the city. I believe it's actually in that same area where the prayer book is at. It's just on a different level. You'll find a painting in the area, and then once you find it, then you can go and get the Fire's Deadly Sin. Now for my favorite one, which is going to be the Lightning Spear at this artist shack right here. You can get it by fighting just a lone, just a regular knight, not even like a knight's cavalry or a big knight or a tree sentinel or anything, nothing like that, right in this area, and he'll drop a book that will allow you to take back to the brother at the Round Table Hold, or you can take it up to the Church of Vows again, and then you can learn that incantation. Now for the Frozen Spear of Lightning, or the Lightning Spear Frozen, or whatever it's actually called again, you do have to fight this one, which is going to be the Dragonkin of Noxtella. So you do have to actually come to this location. It is a boss fight, and then once you defeat that dragon, you're going to be able to get that Frozen Lightning Spear. Now for the Lightning Strike, probably one of my favorite ones to use as well. It's actually located in this ravine, and you're going to find it with a Teardrop Scarab, which will be located somewhere down in this area. So just find that the ching ching noise and go ahead and kill that scarab, and you'll be able to obtain the Lightning Strike. And that's actually fairly early in the Weeping Peninsula, so you can get that pretty much right at the beginning of your entire game and playthrough. Now for the Flame of the Frenzy, that's actually going to be located at this church right here. It's going to be on a corpse just inside of that building. You should be able to find it relatively easy. So these two are right next to each other to get that one if you want this one. And this one, ever since I've gotten it, I pretty much have been using it. So I've been using it almost the entire game playthrough so far. And now for the last one, which is going to be the Rotten Breath. You do have to defeat another dragon in order to get this one, and you will get this one down in Caelid. So the dragons are going to be a little bit different, and it's not considered a boss fight, so you don't get the drop right away. So you're going to get an opportunity to basically purchase it from the Dragon Communion. You can either go to this cathedral or the other one, which is located over on this island. Either one you can take it to, and it does have to be nightfall in order to go ahead and get those. But you do defeat the dragon, which is right out here, and it's like Decaying Exekis or something like that. It's a white dragon in this vicinity, and then once you kill it, you can just take it to this church right here, and then as long as you have a dragon heart, which you'll get a dragon heart from killing that dragon, you'll get that ability to go ahead and get that as well. So I would get that Rotten Breath as soon as you possibly can. But anyway, hopefully this video does help you guys out. If it does, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.